might just go through here. Oh, sorry, mate. Do you need to come through as well? No, really. After you. Go on. No, after you. All right. Cheers. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Well, all right. Sorry, I'm late, everyone. Really sorry about that. Anyway, let's get on with it. Hello YouTube, Miller Corner here, welcome back once again, and that's right, it's my first video of 2017. I've taken a few weeks off to kind of gather myself, come up with some new ideas, refresh the look and feel of the channel a little bit, and to plan and work out what we're going to be doing on the channel this year. And I've got some big and exciting stuff that I can't wait for you all to see coming very, very soon, because now that I'm back for this year, regular uploads are going to be a bit more of a thing. Well, as regular as uploads are on this channel. For now though, I just wanted to do an old school style video, me talking into a camera and giving my thoughts on something. And I wanted to talk today about manners, because after a bit of research online, people around the world seem to think that British people are very polite. And I suppose on the whole, we kind of are. We are quite polite in this country. Anyone who doesn't believe that should probably know that we have a tradition in this country of when we get into a taxi cab, whether we're interested or not, we ask how the driver's shift is going and what time they're getting off that night. Yes, really. But it's not just that. There are a lot of examples of us being very, very polite in this country. And whilst there are some exceptions, not everyone's very polite, obviously, on the whole, when you actually think about it, British people are generally quite well mannered. But we have a couple of odd little things that we seem to do in this country which are polite, but they're just a little bit unusual and you don't see them anywhere else in the world. And I think we should celebrate our quirky but brilliant politeness in this country by looking at the weird things we do just to be polite. For a start, we seem obsessed with apologising in this country, whether it's a major or minor thing, whether it was our fault or not, or whether we were even involved with the thing we're apologising for. We just seem determined to apologise for as much as we can in this country. You see this a lot in public. People will apologise for something that was by no means their fault, just to kind of avoid some sort of conflict, which on the one hand is a good thing, I suppose, because you get less arguments, you get less debates, less conflict, and people are a bit more peaceful about things, and 95% of the time a public apology means that everyone can just smile, agree, and get on with their lives. But on the other hand, people shouldn't be apologising for something they didn't do. That's a bad habit to get into. Sometimes you need to accept that you were in the right for what you did. Sorry mate, sorry. Now that's a relatively casual example, but there are a lot of examples of this in this country where people will apologise for something, whether it was their fault or not. It's a little bit odd, and you could argue that it's kind of over the top to say sorry so much, but on the other hand, it means that generally there are less arguments about who did what. There are exceptions, of course, but British people's obsession with saying sorry for things, whether it was their fault or not, does mean that life is a little bit more peaceful. So that one, as weird as it is, you can't really complain. The next one is a practical version of manners, and it's one that I think is somewhat of a joke in other countries as well, like in cartoons and things, and it's holding a door open, because in this country, if you go to push a door open in a shop or in an office or whatever, your natural reaction is to push open the door and then look behind you to see if anyone is walking towards the door and hoping to get through it from either side. And it's a naturally accepted thing that you hold the door open and wait for them to come through. But then you can sometimes end up with an awkward moment where if they're a long distance away from the door and you're holding the door open for them, they have to kind of walk quickly to catch up, or you're left standing there for a long time, because some people just won't walk quickly and they don't really particularly mind if you don't hold the door for them or not. If the door's being held open for you and you know you're a little way away, again, it's kind of polite that you speed up so the person doesn't have to wait, and then of course you say thank you for it. It just seems to be a thing, particularly in this country, about holding open doors, that we always check when we open a door one way and the other to make sure if anyone's coming to walk towards that door, and if they are, we will stand there for as long as it takes to hold the door open for them. Not all of these apply to every single person, but these are things that are quite common in Britain, and you see this a lot. I see it at work, I see it at college, I see it in public. People just seem to do it. They hold open a door, make sure anyone's coming, and if they are, they will hold the door open for them for as long as it takes most of the time, even if they're not particularly happy about it, and they'll stand there tutting and tapping their foot. there's that sense of camaraderie that you'll just hold the door open for them, particularly if they're carrying things. It's basically obligatory that you hold the door open if they're carrying something, and you let them come through, even if you have to wait around for a bit. And as I've said, even if you're being impatient, you still wait for them to come through. So holding the door, I like that a lot. But obviously, holding the door is just a polite thing to do wherever you are in the world, unless you're a fan of Game of Thrones. We're also very grateful in this country, we're very thankful, we're very keen to say thank you to anyone and anything we can for anything that they've done for us or given to us. When I was in high school, or middle school as the Americans would call it, and you were sitting in class waiting for a test that you were going to be doing, an exam paper, everyone would say thank you to the teacher when they got the paper from them. No one enjoyed them and it stressed a lot of people out, but we still said thank you. And again, at the end of the exams, and my actual GCSE exams, when they were being picked up by the invigilators, we were still saying thank you to them. That's nothing to be thankful for, but we still do it. We were still genuine. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for doing that. Which is quite a good thing, because as I've said before, if you can be kind of grateful and thankful for the minor things in life, the little things that make you a bit happier, you'll find yourself a happier and more positive person generally, which is the kind of ethos I'm trying to get across in my Glass Half Full series. And it's the same here. We say thank you for so much in this country. We end up being appreciative of the tiniest little things, and the tiniest little small things can sometimes be the important ones, the ones that put you in a better mood and improve your day. So the fact that we say thank you for anything and everything in this country is lovely. It's really, really brilliant to see people just being thankful and being happy and being grateful for everything they receive. Quieten down now, class. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Where's my parcel due to be delivered? Tomorrow at 10? Brilliant, thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi there. Good afternoon, sir. I was wondering if I could interest you in one of these lovely Harry Potter themed scarves that I'm selling. Look, all custom knitted in the house. No, thank you. No, really, thanks, but no thanks. It's easy to be sort of doom and gloomy about Britain. There's a lot of things to not like about it, with politics going mental, the weather being quite unreliable. But on the other hand, our constant use of quirky but brilliant little mannerisms just warm your heart, and whenever you see it happen on a day-to-day basis, I think it's wonderful that even in this day and age where people just communicate digitally and they use single letters to reply to text messages, we still find the time to say thank you, to say sorry, and to hold the door open for someone if they need it, to give that little helping hand that we need. It restores your faith in people, and I couldn't be happier that in this day and age these manners and this politeness to a certain extent still exist. It's these little quirky things, these little odd social conventions that exist purely in this country, which, as much as they're not thought about quite as much as other reasons, are a big reason to be proud to be British. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I really, really appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to do that thing. If you didn't like it, do that thing. But whatever you do, don't forget to do that thing. Type down below. And I want to know some weird and quirky kind of mannerisms that go on where you live. If you want to see some more of me in the corner, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more videos from me as soon as they're released. And I will catch you soon with some new videos throughout the whole of 2017. Thanks once again for watching, guys. You have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will catch you soon. Have a good one.